So you want to reproduce some wetland plants, but a couple hundred years ago, canals destroyed the wetland ecosystem around you. This results in an extended dry season at the end of the summer. During this time, the ground now lacking peat and sediments caught by wetland reeds becomes dry. Very dry. Not dry enough to kill adult plants, but definitely dry enough to decimate your tender wetland seedlings and cuttings. You assemble a complex system of rain barrels and watering trays for your plants. But this setup is finicky and fails regularly from lack of redundancy. You scream, mourn your dead plants, throw them into the compost pile, and tuck into bed with your laptop to 3D design a solution. A floating water production system would simplify my water management for my wetland plant production. Floating production systems are not a new concept. They're quite common in greens hydroponics, but they are large. Usually homemade versions are made of a crumbling foam that could be eaten by animals and requires large, costly tubs. My goal was to design a small but expandable system that could utilize any watertight container. My watertight container? A dollar store kiddie pool. From the beginning, I imagined a tileable system made out of hexagons. This would allow not only the system to be expandable, but also be able to be combined into beautiful and complex patterns. The shape part at least worked out from the beginning. The floating part was more complex. I designed this system to be 3D printed, and I'm still learning how to get waterproof parts off the bed. If you have suggestions on that, please leave a comment below. And while you're down there, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow for updates on this project. So for now, until I figure out the whole waterproofing parts off the print bed situation, I settled on using Rust-Oleum spray paint to seal up the parts. That worked out beautifully, and I just love gaudy stuff. And if you use gaudy as an insult, look at this, and this, and this. If you hate this, I think you just don't like joy. The design I finally landed on has 5 parts, 3 floats, a support rack, and a divider rack. The racks slide into the floats where they are glued into place. I recommend using a thick super glue to avoid running. The support rack goes into the longer groove in the floats, and the divider rack goes into the shorter groove. Once the glue is dry, you can then coat the floats with your choice of Rust-Oleum or other waterproofing paint. I did 3 coats of Rust-Oleum hammered copper, and that worked perfectly for me. On the corner of each float, there is a loop so you can tether the floats together with zip ties, twine, or 3D printed connector. This model is now available for free to download on Bamboo Labs MakerWorld. You can also sign up for the 3D license tier of my Patreon to get a commercial license to print the planter and sell it as long as you maintain that tier. The link to my Patreon will be in the description below. Make sure to hit the bell so you'll be alerted for any updates on this project.